Hey guys, this is. Oh, did we even start? I think we started. Hey guys, this is Turnchy back again, bringing you another video. This time we are doing another edition of Top 20 for 2020 killer animals. I mean, 20 killer animal horror films. Top 20 killer animal horror films. Brought to you by Horrific Nightmares JM and The Horror Man Joe. Both great channels. In this list, we will not be doing any sequels or one per franchise, and we will not be doing any honorable mentions. Also, no mutated animals are allowed. I may or may not have cheated on that a little bit cheated. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so number 20 for me is Shark Night 3D 2011. I love this movie. This movie's fucking stupid. It's pretty much a slasher with sharks. Yeah, it's pretty much a slasher with sharks. The sharks look awful. They either look plastic or 3D. I mean, not 3D or CG. Very CG. CGI, very CGI. The acting's okay, even though Sarah Paxton is in this, and she's just, I don't know, her facial expressions throughout the film are very weird. And Donald Laug is also in this, and I really like Donald Laug in this. This is just a fun, stupid movie. Shark Night 3D 2011 for number 20. Number 19 is Backcountry 2014. A kind of a slow film, but the ending with the bear, when the bear finally comes in and attacks, this is a bear attack movie. When the bear finally gets his head in there and starts attacking, the gore is fantastic, and that's why it makes my list, is because once the bear really gets in there, yeah, it really makes up for the slowness before the film. It's worth it. So yeah, that's Backcountry 2014, number 19. Number 18 is Snakes on a Plane 2006. How can you not have this stupid fucking movie on your list? Fucking Samuel L. Jackson tasing snakes, and your snakes just grabbing people's crotches and biting them, and the one guy throws one in the microwave. Kenan Thompson's in this movie for some reason. This is just a fun movie. It may not be considered horror, but I like it, so it's number 18. It's a killer animal movie. Snakes on a Plane, 2006. Number 17, this is where I might be cheating, is Black Sheep, 2006. It's about zombie sheep. Mostly this film is normal. It's just a bunch of sheep that get a zombie disease and then they start killing people. The sheep don't have any special powers. There is a werewolf sheep man, but I'm trying just to focus on the killer sheep themselves and not the werewolf sheep man. So yeah, Black Sheep, very very fun zombie sheep film. Hopefully this counts. We're only gonna get worse from here. So yeah, number 17 is 2006's Black Sheep. Number 16 is Piranha 3 Double D. I know, people might be upset. Why didn't you pick the 70s Piranha? Why didn't you pick the original of the remake Piranha, like the first Piranha remake, Piranha 3D? I like this movie. This movie's fun. It takes place in a water park. I don't know if the piranhas are mutated or not. I don't think they are. I forget. Daniel Panabaker's in this film. David Koechner plays a really good dick asshole. Got Christopher Lloyd back. And a piranha climbs inside a woman's vagina or plants eggs in a woman's vagina. I forget what happens. And kind of nests in there till a man goes to have sex with her, and then it pops out of the vagina, bites his dick, and he's forced to cut it off. And that's why it's on the list. Because I was just like, that's one of the funniest scenes that probably hurts the most to watch, but it's so funny. So, yeah, Piranha 3 Double D 2012 for number 16. At number 15, I saw this on Jason's list, and I needed another film to kind of fill out this list. And I was like, because I really haven't seen too many killer animal films. I gotta work on that. But this is Pet Sematary 1989. Church the Cat is fucking badass. This is like my third favorite movie of all time, but I put it so low because I was only ranking it off of Church the Cat. And, still, it's still number 15 for a reason. It's still really good, and I do love Church the Cat. He's very badass. So yeah, number 15, Pet Sematary, 1989. Number 14 is Dem, 1957. Giant ant movie. Again, the ants don't really have special powers that I remember. They're just really big, and you gotta shoot them in the antennas to kill them. It's really cool, just giant ants going around fucking shit up. 50s had some really good monster movies. Really good killer animal movies as well. I know we're not supposed to be picking monster movies, but this is more of a killer animal. It's just a regular animal that's really big. Dem. Number 13 is 47 Meters Down, 2017. This might be considered more of a psychological film. I really like this film. The sharks in this are badass, and they're trying to kill these women in the cage. You got Claire Holt in it, and I'm a really big fan of Claire Holt. I loved her on the originals. The Vampire Diaries, and I really like her in this. And Mandy Moore is good too. And this is just a really good one. Really good one. Where the sharks are there and they are very much a threat, but there's a lot of psychological horror in here too, which I really like. There's more threats going on than just the shark. Number 12 is Night of the Lepus, 1972. Big ass rabbits killing people. You can't go wrong with big ass rabbits killing people. You really can't. Yeah, so that's by number 12, Night of the Lepus, 1972. Big ass rabbits, man. You didn't feed them enough carrots. They're gonna fuck you up. They're gonna fuck you up, man. Should have fed them those carrots. You should have fed them those fucking carrots. Yeah. So 1972, Night of the Lepus, number 12. Number 11 is probably no surprise to anybody. It's Anaconda, 1997. I really enjoyed Anaconda. Jon Voight's fucking hilarious in it. The snake itself is really badass, and Ice Cube's in this movie, so it's really fun. It's really good. Like, when you're thinking of killer animal movies, Anaconda just pops in the head, because it's one of those. It's very much a film of the 90s, and it's one of those iconic films. Anaconda. Number 10 is Prey, 2007. This film has grown on me. I did watch it again recently. This film has grown on me. It's like Cujo with lions in the middle of the African jungle. It is really cool. This woman, this stepmother, and her two stepchildren get stuck in a car in the middle of the African plains or whatever, surrounded by killer lions that want to eat them. And it's really good, really good. I used to think this movie was just okay. I rewatched it. I'm like, it's pretty badass, you know? Pretty badass. Number 10, Prey. Number 9, The Birds. 1963. Alfred Hitchcock's classic. The birds are just going around fucking people up, pecking people's eyes out. All types of birds just going around fucking people up. And this lady gets trapped in a phone booth and she can't escape. And the birds are just like terrorizing people. And it's so fucking crazy. Those goddamn birds. That's why it's my number 9. Just a classic. Number 8 is White Dog, 1982. Now, some people might not consider this a horror movie. This is a movie about a dog who has been trained to attack African Americans. He's been trained to attack upon race, you know. And this actress finds the dog because it's been left as a stray, and takes it in, and an African trainer who's very unorthodox is trying to train this dog to not attack black people. And people might not consider this a horror film. I do, especially the ending. The ending should cement this as a horror film in everybody's mind, because this does not end happy. This ends really fucked up. This ends really fucked up. This is a really good movie. No one really talks about White Dog. It's a very classic movie from 1982. Probably one of the best of the year. I put in probably my best 80s movies. I stumbled this through my mother, actually. Very good film, White Dog. Number 7 is Tarantula, 1955. Yeah, number 8 was White Dog, 1982. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself too much. But number 7 is Tarantula, 1955. Giant, furry-ass spider going around and killing fuckers. You also got Clint Eastwood's first role in this as the fighter pilot who shoots at Tarantula. This is a really good movie. Another classic from the 50s. You can't really go wrong with some 50 movies like this. 50s knew how to do giant animal movies justice. They knew how to do that right. 50s had that shit down, 50s was really good at it. And yeah, Tarantula, man. You don't fuck with a giant fucking spider. How do you fuck with that? You don't. And that's my number 7, Tarantula, 1955. Number 6 is Frozen, 2010. These people get trapped on a ski lift overnight, and a bunch of wolves are try to eat them whenever they try to escape. These wolves are terrifying, man. These wolves are fucked up as hell. I guess there's no food around for them to eat, so these wolves are like, we're gonna fucking eat you, and fucking scary, man. Again, this is another one with a lot of psychological stuff in it, which I really enjoy. It's a really good survival horror movie. Really well done. I really enjoyed Frozen. And that's why it's my number 6, Frozen 2010. Very good movie. Not to be confused with the Let It Go. Because in this movie, you do not want to let go. Because if you let go, you're getting eaten. Number 5 is Komodo, 1999. Giant dragons. This movie has fucking dragons in it. And regular dragons, because they're lizards. They're called Komodo dragons. And the Komodo dragons are killing these people. I believe it's on an island or the jungle. I remember there's a jungle setting. It's really good. I love Komodo. Komodo's fucking badass as fuck. Komodo is badass as fuck. You don't fuck with the Komodos. You don't. Unless you want to get eaten. So yeah, number 5's Komodo. Number 4 is Lake Placid, 1999. Weirdly, 1999, I have a lot of like doubles on here, like 2006, we got 1999 popped up a couple times. It's just random, like how many years shared some of the best killer animal films. It's kind of funny to me. But yeah, Lake Placid, another classic. You got Betty White feeding a giant killer crocodile, or was it an alligator? I get that confused. Get that term confused, but she's feeding this giant or alligator, and it's just fucking people up that are coming near it. It's just eating all these people, and Betty White's just feeding it like it's a fucking pet. And it's fucking Betty White, man. It's fucking Betty White, America's sweetheart. Who doesn't love Betty White? And she does amazing in this film. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Betty White, we love you, man. Especially since you did a fucking horror movie. So yeah, number 4, Lake Placid, 1999. Number 3 is Cujo, 1983. You don't fuck with a dog with rabies. And this movie has some psychological stuff going on in it too. You got the people trapped in the car on a really, really hot day, and these people could literally die of heat stroke. And you got this giant dog outside trying to kill them. Funny thing is, this movie just looks hot and dirty as hell, but actually, it was very cold where they shot this movie. It was very, very cold. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, this is based off a book by Stephen King, so you can't really go wrong with King's work, King makes amazing shit. And yes, and I love Cujo. I like how he's a Saint Bernard, one of the more friendliest dog breeds around. And yeah, Cujo's just great. Coming in at number 2 is 1978's Jaws 2. Now, I would have went with Jaws 1, but I decided to save Jaws 1 for another list, another theme I've seen in the list. So I went with Jaws 2. Jaws 2 is really fun. You got all these people, they got their boats tied together. they get trapped down in the middle of the ocean, so they end up tying their boats together to make this giant raft, and Jaws is just picking them off one by one. Well, the new Jaws, I think it's Brusette in this one. Brusette, his sister. I don't know where they keep coming up with these fucking names, but Brusette is picking them off one by one, and it's fucking awesome. It's fucking a fun movie, man. It's a fun movie. I thought this was an 80s movie, to be quite honest with you, but this is 1978, so yeah. Fucking Jaws 2 is fucking awesome. You also got a douchebag in the movie that beats the shit out of his girlfriend for freaking out. You smack him. That's what you do. In a movie, when someone's going hysterics, you always smack them. You never... This guy starts pounding on her. And my number one is 1933's King Kong. I love King Kong. And number two was Jaws 2, 1978. But I love King Kong, man. I've always loved King Kong. I love how derpy he looks in this movie. The original is always gonna be my favorite. I just love the how they made this work. This was made in the 30s. There was no CGI. They made everything they did in this movie looked. Yes, it looks a little janky, but it looks so fucking awesome. Just that scene where King Kong is tipping the people on the log and he's like trolling them. It looks so awesome, you know? It looks just so fucking badass. And you think they wouldn't be able to do this without like CGI or anything. Like nowadays, nobody tries nothing without CGI. But no, in this movie, there was no CGI at all. CGI didn't exist yet, no computers. This was just done with like, I don't even know. I think they scaled stuff down the size and they built, like, I don't even know how the fuck they did it, but it was fucking amazing. And I love this movie. And this movie is fitting for today because it is Valentine's Day. And this is a love story. This is how a giant monkey who's chilling on his island, gets invaded by a bunch of people. They bring a chick along with him. Probably one of the first women he's seen in a long time. He's like, oh, I'm down. He starts to grow a bond with the chick. He ends up being taken to New York City. He grabs the chick again, takes her to the top of the tower to have a date alone with her, then gets shot down by a bunch of helicopters that just want to cock block him. And he dies. So this movie really does prove that love hurts. I had to make that joke. Anyways, thank you for Jason and Joe for making this. This was really fun. Really fun idea. I thought this was going to be up later. This is probably going to be up sooner than expected. Again, I hope you guys have a nice day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy, signing off. Beep bop boop.